Speakers Community Toastmaster Club. I am pleased to be your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. In the online meeting environment, there are few instructions that we follow. I request you to rename yourselves. All Toastmaster can prefix TM to your name and guest can prefix guest. I also request all the speakers and role holders to prefix their role to their name so that it's easy to identify them. I give you 10 seconds for this activity. All speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start their speech. Tech host will confirm on the settings. I would request you not to type the chat box when the speaker is speaking, as it disturbs the speaker. You can use the private chat to provide feedback. I would request you are all requested to keep your audio on mute in case you are not speaking. Please refrain from unnecessary movements or sipping on drinks if your video is on. Please turn off the video in case you need to do so. Do not click on share screen unless your speech or role requires you to do so. You can display a high five or namaste when taking over or leaving from a role. You can connect with the Tech Master for any technical glitch. The Tech Master for today's meeting is Toastmaster Monica. If you are a speaker, then please ensure you pin the timer or confirm that the same is visible at all times. This meeting is being recorded. In case you have any reservations, please let us know. You can network during the break and after the meeting. Let me share the mission of the club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now I would like to introduce Presiding Officer Toastmaster Kalpana, a personality development coach, fantastic speaker who is leading us in this beautiful journey. I welcome the Presiding Officer Toastmaster Kalpana to take you through the further proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A huge round of applause to Sai. He always is on time and ensures that the meeting begins very well. A warm welcome today to a great day in Speakers Community Toastmasters Club meetings. And this is a memory that I am going to take it with me forever. So there is a quote that goes, "We can be fearless only if we fear less." All right, I will of course be joining this particular quote later on, but before that, today I am taking the chance to brag about my club. Let us see how my club has progressed. It is with great joy, first and foremost, I welcome you to this landmark 94th meeting of my Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. Speakers Community Toastmasters Club is on its way to achieve 9 out of 9 goals to be the President Distinguished Club. We have 5 new members in our kitty, which means the bull's eye that District 98 had put up, that we get maximum members. My club, our club, with all my ex-com's hard efforts, is qualified for the same. We will be looking forward for a gold in bullseye. We are on our way to achieve President Distinguished, and yes, future goals, that after the first step comes the second step, that is the Diamond Club. We are aspiring and looking forward to achieve, and plans are afoot that we, of course, be the Diamond Club very soon. Who do we have today among us? Our area director, Rajendra Patel. It is a great privilege and an honor to have you today with us. And it is with great joy that I welcome this great Toastmaster who has decided to grace this meeting. Let me just tell you a little brief about person who is area director. He is actually a solution architect, software and hardware developer, and a program manager. He has worked in domains ranging from nuclear energy to smart farming. Wow, that is really, really versatile, Toastmaster Rajendra. He enjoys interacting with positive-minded humans in Toastmasters. President of a Diamond Club and President Distinguished Club, led District 98 Analytics team, won RISE Award XCOM, that is RISE RISE, and Club Pathways Championship. I invite Edi Rajendra Patel to tell a few words and enlighten us and guide us. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajendra.
Thank you, President Kalpana. This is my second area director's visit to the club, and I enjoy interacting with you. As I said, as you rightly mentioned, that I really enjoy visiting Toastmasters Club because I enjoy interacting with the positive-minded people, and visiting Toastmasters Club gives me opportunity to do so. The Speakers Community Club holds a special place. It's because it is the only club which is purely online. So I meet here people from the diverse geographical background. This is one thing. And secondly, they come with really the different social background also. So it's really nice to have it here. And you know what amazes me about the Speakers Community Club, that even despite the online club, for getting the education hours, it's on the forefront. It has always been forefront in getting different educational, meeting the different educational goals earlier than any other offline club. So great achievement that way, and I must congratulate President Kalpana to you to steering this club with such a strong hold and giving the benefit of the Toastmasters to its members. Kudos to you and your XCOM for the same.
Thank you. Thank you so much for those encouraging words, because it is fuel to us as we battle the ship through choppy waters. Thank you so much, Edi Rajendra, for those kind words. Let me get back to how can we become fearless by only fearing less. Let me share a very short story. Before I became a personality development trainer or a corporate trainer, what exactly did I face? I was once asked to anchor a show. Enthusiastic as I was to be a public speaker, I realized the minute I got on the stage, my feet had developed a life of its own and were shaking like leaves. And automatically, my whole body shook along with it. How did I combat with it? I realized the best way, if I'm shivering at my own home, minus the audience, I had no idea what would happen if I was on the podium or on the stage. So what did I do? I decided, like the way I have worn today, to wear a sari. And what? My shaking legs were covered, and they felt it was the breeze that was actually making my sari blow all over very nicely, giving it the cinema effect. I now knew one way to nail the fear of public speaking. And what was that? Look gorgeous and look dapper. Getting well dressed is halfway to conquer your fears and building your confidence. So, dear fellow Toastmasters, remember this and also guess. Always to be fearless, you have to fear less and find and diversion. Let me now move on and tell you what we at Toastmasters do. But before we at Toastmasters do to new members induction. But before that, can I just ask the guests to introduce themselves? Guest Shuchi, can you switch on your camera and your audio, please?
Hello, hi.
Hi, Suchi. Welcome today to the 94th meeting of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club.
Thank you so much. Sorry, my voice is a little unwell, but yeah.
But
So
it's great of you to join. Thank you so much. Yeah, continue, please.
thank you. So I'm from Navi Mumbai, and a fellow friend of mine is a director at Toastmasters, and that is how I happened to come to know about Toastmasters. Yeah, so I'm from Navi Mumbai. I'm a working professional. I work in a digital marketing firm. And the reason why I wanted to join Toastmasters is because it will help me develop my confidence, first of all, stage presence, and also help me with presentation skills, I believe. So these are the reasons why I'm looking forward to joining Toastmasters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. A huge round of applause. We also have Toastmaster, or I'm sorry, we also have guest Ashok with us. Guest Ashok, could you kindly switch on your camera and audio and tell us a little about yourself and what is your goal when you thought of joining us today for the meeting, and how can Toastmaster be of help to you?
Yes, ma'am. Surely, my video and audio, I think I'm visible and audible to all the people. Yes. So, my friend of mine, who is the recent new Toastmaster, Kishore, has invited me to join this meeting. And what I feel is I'll be learning some new things, and I'll develop my communication skills far better than what I have right now. So that's what I'm looking for. And apart from that, yeah, I'm also a financial analyst at a tech company, and that's it.
Thank you so much. Guest Dhaval, could you kindly switch on your camera and your audio, please?
Hello
Most
everyone.
welcome. Yes, most welcome.
My name is Dhaval.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm already a member of Toastmasters Club of Baroda.
All right. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
and the reason behind joining the Toastmaster Club community is because I have
Okay.
studied great orators of the world. I've studied about their history and how they have changed the world through their oratory. And that
Okay.
is the level I also want to attain. And by profession, I am a social entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yes, and that is the reason I am here.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us today and also telling us the advantages of being a Toastmaster. That was really nice. Keeping in mind the time that we have, the limit that is always set, I would really like to move ahead, but I am requesting all the guests to kindly continue. You all will be spoken to at the end of the meeting, and we would really need and like to hear your feedback on how or which part of the meeting you enjoyed the most. Let me now begin the induction. With area directors meeting, I coincided it because all my new members have joined and are today, and the script has been shared. May I request each one of you to open the script that has been shared to you, and I include all my current members of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club too, to take the oath once again so that the vibe of we being speakers, community Toastmasterians remain with us. May I request each one of you to switch on the script that I have sent to you, and I would like request you to keep your hand on your chest, your right hand on your chest while you're taking the oath. All right. Is it all done? I would like to see everyone, all members of mine. Thank you so much. Please repeat after me. We, the members of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club.
We, the members of
Speakers
Community Toastmasters Club,
pledge to support you.
pledge to support you
In your quest for self-development.
in your quest for self-development,
To maintain a friendly and supportive atmosphere.
to maintain a friendly and supportive atmosphere,
To give you opportunities
to give you opportunities
to help others,
to help others,
and to make your Toastmasters membership
and to make your Toastmasters membership
a rewarding
a rewarding
and fulfilling experience.
experience.
Thank you. There is also one more, 1 second. And there is the Toastmasters promise. From today onwards, all of you are Toastmasters. And I would like you all to keep your hand again on your chest and repeat these promises after me. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise, just say I promise.
I promise
To attend club meetings regularly.
to attend club meetings regularly,
To prepare all of my projects.
to prepare all of my projects
To the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
Basing them on the Toastmasters education program.
basing them on the Toastmasters education program,
To prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments. To
prepare
for
and fulfill meeting assignments,
to provide fellow members
to provide
fellow members
with helpful and constructive evaluations.
with helpful and constructive evaluations.
To help the club maintain
to help the club maintain
the positive, friendly environment
the positive friendly environment
for all members to learn and grow.
for
all members to learn and grow.
To serve my club
to serve my club
as an officer
As an officer,
when called upon to do so.
when called upon
to do so.
To treat my fellow club members and guests
To treat my
fellow club members and guests
guests
with respect and courtesy.
with respect and courtesy,
To bring guests to club meetings
to
bring guests to club meetings
so they can see
so they can see
the benefits of Toastmasters clubs.
the
benefits of
Toastmasters
Club.
To adhere to the guidelines and rules
to adhere to the
The
guidelines
guidelines and rules
for all Toastmasters
for all Toastmasters
educational
educational
and recognition programs.
and recognition programs,
To act within Toastmasters
to
act within Toastmasters
core values of integrity,
core values of integrity,
integrity,
respect,
respect,
service,
service,
and excellence.
and excellence.
excellence.
Thank you. With a huge round of applause, I welcome you all as members of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club and Toastmasters International org, of which you all are going to be a member always. I now will like to hand over the stage to none other than Toastmaster of the Day. Who is she? She is an aspiring CA. I'm always afraid of CAs, by the way. A great speaker, an enthusiastic, lively, ever smiling, dynamic, finance fantastic. Toastmasters Swati. Please welcome her with a huge round of applause.
Thank you so much,
She
President
has-
Kalpana.
Just a second. She has
Yes.
joined our club and has charted her own self-growth. This is what I want you to tell. When a Toastmaster charts their own self-growth, they will find themselves growing within as a Toastmaster and improve themselves in public speaking. And she has actually superseded and busted the boundaries of her comfort zone today to take over as Toastmaster of the Day. A huge round of applause to Toastmaster of the Day, Swati Agarwal. Welcome, Toastmaster of the Day. The Zoom platform is yours. Take it away. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, President Kalpana. Your words really honor me. So I'm honored to be the Toastmaster of the day. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. So before introducing the theme of the day, I would like to explain the agenda of the meeting to the guests of the day. Toastmasters meeting is generally divided into 3 sessions. First is the prepared speech session. Second is the table topic session. And the last one is the evaluation or the feedback session. Now I call upon the role players, my tag team, to introduce themselves. Timer, TM Snehal. Zoom Master, can we please have spotlight on TM Snehal?
Hi, Swati. Good afternoon, all Toastmasters and guests. My name is Snehal Jain, and I am the timer of the day. As the timer, my duty is to time the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. For prepared speeches, the time allotted varies as per the project and will be stated by the evaluator. For instance, for an icebreaker, the time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes. For table topics, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. For evaluations, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. Speakers must meet the specified time limit to qualify for the awards at the end of the meeting. I will display the green screen at the minimum qualifying time, the yellow screen at the midpoint of the qualifying time range, and the red screen at the maximum qualifying time till the end of the speech. I will, for prepared speeches and evaluations, the speaker has 30 seconds grace period before the minimum qualifying time and after exceeding the maximum qualifying time. For table topics, again, there's a 30-second grace period only after the red screen is displayed. All speakers who continue to speak beyond 30 seconds grace period will not be qualified for the vote. I will report the time taken by speakers when called upon. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Swati.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Snehal. Now over to Toastmaster Mitali, who's our counter for the day. Zoom Master, can you please spotlight her?
So, fellow Toastmaster and guest, I am the counter role for the day. As the counter, I will note a word and sound that are used as a crutch and filler by the speaker. During the meeting, I will listen to the crutch words such as and, well, but, so, and you, now. I will also listen for the filler sound such as and I will note when a speaker repeated a phrases such as I, or the means. This is a mean and I of a long on a sheet per pages. I give my report when called for the general evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, TMoD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mitali. Now over to our Toastmaster Kalpana, who is the grammarian for the day. Toastmaster Kalpana, you are on mute.
Okay. Thank you so much. Well, I think I'm going to take you back to the school days. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'm going to be the teacher with a ruler. So what does a grammarian do? It's my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language uses. So better be good at your language. I'll take note of any misuse of the English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day and the phrase of the day. So please, here is my request when I say word of the day and the phrase of the day. Do not forget and please use it in your speeches or when you're evaluating or in your table topics round. Today's word is cakewalk. The meaning of cakewalk is surprisingly an easy task. I will be writing it down today in the chat box too. And the phrase of the day is see eye to eye. See eye to eye means to agree with someone over something or about something. So kindly everyone use both of it in your speeches and be alert on it. It has already been shared on the chat. So all the role players, please use it. I hand the stage back to you, Toastmaster Swati.
Thank you so much, Grammarian Kalpana. I can see that this role is going to be a cakewalk for you, for sure. All right, now moving on to the theme of the day. Today's theme is colors of personality, know your true color. Now, Holi was just round the corner. I would want to take a moment to see how many of us played Holi. If you could just show that by a raise of hand. Great, I see quite a lot of you. And why not? It's such a beautiful, colorful festival, right? So this Holi, we've seen people all over India spend an entire day soaked in laughter, food, color to enjoy the festival to the fullest. Those color-smeared faces add so much fun and frolic to our lives, right? Colors. Colors not just make you feel the best in the clothing you wear, but also speak a lot about your personality. They can actually reveal a lot about how you are as a person. And knowledge of personality helps you be the best in all life situations. But before we go any deeper into how colors affect our personality and what colors should be worn when, I would like to begin the prepared speeches session. Today, TM Tejashree is giving her icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Anjali is the evaluator of her speech. I call upon Toastmaster Anjali to read the objectives of Tejashree's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati. So my speaker's pathway is strategic relationship, and she is attempting her icebreaker speech. The title of her speech is to choose or not to choose. I wish her all the best for her first icebreaker speech. Congratulate. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Swati.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anjali. Now I welcome Toastmaster Tejashree to present her speech. Toastmaster Tejashree, could you please check your audio and video? Also, is the timer visible to you?
I think audio, I hope everybody can hear me.
So I would need to share my screen for the time cards.
You can put it as a virtual background as well, timer Snehal.
I'm not sure how to do that, but
okay.
I'm not allowed to share my screen though.
Correct. So Zoom Master Monica, would you, Tech Master Monica, would you want to help out Snehal?
Sure.
Toastmaster Snail, now you can share.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So Toastmaster Tejashree, I hope the timer cards are now visible to you.
Yes. Yes.
Great. So your topic, Toastmaster Tejashree, is to choose or not to choose. To choose or not to choose. Toastmaster Tejashree, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati, and good afternoon, all Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today, my topic is to choose or not to choose. Basically, this is a very tricky phrase of life. Every day, every single minute, the time since we wake up in the morning, we decide to choose or not to choose. In fact, every day we either choose to, just snooze the alarm or just to wake up in an instant. It's very unlikely and unusual that we directly think of doing something. Since the time we are born, our parents choose things for us, and when we grow older, we do it ourselves. Many a times we decide to choose what we like, or sometimes it's the other way around. We choose what is good for us. Today, I will tell you a story of a little girl who lived in a very small town with her parents and her brother. She was having a good time until it was a turning point in her life. Her parents decided to move to a big city so that the children get good education and a better lifestyle. So this little fat chubby girl who was very bubbly but introvert, and her brother and was introvert, and her brother along with her brother was admitted to a big city school. The girl was very happy. However, the first day in the school was not so nice. She was being mocked at and named as Fatty Bimbo. It continued for a few days, and then the girl started making excuses to not to go to school. This was observed by her mother, and her mother decided to speak with the girl. The little girl confessed of her fears of not going to school, on which her mother guided her and told her to ignore all the negatives around her and focus on all the positive aspects of life. It is on you what to choose in your life. Taking her mother's advice, the girl started ignoring everything negative around her and started to focus on the positive things in life. In a short while, she completed her post-graduation from a reputed college. Soon after, she settled with a good career and a very loving and caring husband. They also have a very beautiful daughter. The girl is standing right, not standing, but I'm just right in front of the Zoom with you. Yes, it's me. My name is Tejashree Solanki, and I was born and brought up in a very small town in Dehu Road. It was just nearby Pune. We shifted to Pune when I was in 7th grade, and from there, the mocking and everything started. So, I'm sorry. It's 2 minutes. We shifted to Pune, and my journey to choose or not to choose started. I chose to be positive and overcome all the negativity. Soon I completed my graduation from Ferguson College, and completed my master's in human resources from Pune University. I got my job. My first job was in L'Oreal. Then I shifted to Atos. It was an IT company. After that, I got married. Then I chose to be a housewife, raised a beautiful daughter. And today I'm here in front of you in Toastmasters just to overcome my fear of public speaking. Since the day of that mocking started, I'm really scared to talk in front of public, to be honest. And yes, this is how I am. And today I am a proud owner of a preschool. I started a preschool in Borivali West just last year. And this is my journey to until now. Thank you.
That was beautiful, TM Tejashree.
Thank you.
Our second speaker, Toastmaster Dilip, is giving his L1P2 speech of Path Presentation Mastery. Toastmaster Nivedita is the evaluator of his speech. I call upon Toastmaster Nivedita to read the objectives of Dilip's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Nivedita.
Very good afternoon, everyone. Objective of this speech is to learn and review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose to present a well-organized speech with any topic. A timing, please note, the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to this. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nivedita. Now I welcome Toastmaster Dilip to present his speech. Toastmaster Dilip, please check your audio and video and also confirm that the timer cards are visible to you.
Thank you, TMoD. Hope I'm clear.
Yes.
Hope my audio is clear.
Yes. So Toastmaster Dilip, yes, your audio is very clear. Your topic is chances in life. Chances in life, Toastmaster Dilip.
Are the timing cards visible, Toastmaster Dilip?
Yes, timer cards are visible. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Dilip, you may go on.
Thank you so much. Let me ask you a question. Chances and opportunities, are they same or different? Though both the situations are to benefit an individual, there is a thin difference between them. Chance is a possibility and opportunity is an opening that is offered by circumstances. Now you will ask me, when I have told about chance and opportunity, now you will ask me, then what is luck? When an opportunity meets a preparation, that is called as luck. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear friends. This is Dilip. Let me tell you a small quote. Expect the change, analyze the landscape, take the opportunity, stop being the chess piece, become the player, it's your move. Let me tell you a small personal story of mine when luck, opportunity, and chance has orchestrated them. It was in the year 2013. I passed my graduation and I was jobless. From a senior of my college, I came to know about an opening in a petrochemical organization in Kolkata. I applied for the job in the website and I was lucky enough, I got selected. Though my parents were skeptical in sending me to Calcutta, but I was determined to take the chance. The first stage of the selection process was a written examination. The written examination was completed in about 10 to 15 minutes, and there was a small break that was announced. All the people around the room seemed to be very confident and they have cleared the written exam very well. But the same was not with me. The time came, the results were about to be announced. Out of the 6 total applicants, I was the 6th member to be announced. Just imagine the situation. My heart was throbbing like anything, but it was the chance I wanted to prove. The second stage of the selection process was a personal interview. There was roughly 2 hours of time and I had a quiet lunch break. It was my chance. I wanted to take it. I wanted to prove myself. Then I sat calmly in one of my seats and started to think how I could introduce myself to the interview person. Just a thought of a professor of my college just rolled over to me. And he used to say a simple thing. What is the USP in your life? USP means unique selling proposition. As a part of the introduction, I was prepared to tell my what are the things I have done in my life, what are the personal interests, what are my subject achievements and all. And one very thing, and one important thing I wanted to tell. I have been living in different places due to the frequent transfers of my father. So I had a friendship with many people, mingling with different cultures, mingling with different other sets of people. So given a chance in your organization, definitely it will be a very easy and rather a cakewalk for me, right? Then after the interview as planned and everything, the interview was over. After 10 days, the results were supposed to be announced. Can you imagine the result? I was not selected. Oh, I was literally disheartened, but there was no other move. But we need to move on. There was no other go. I got a mail from my company stating that your candidature, status of the candidature is waitlisted in very bold and green color letters. It was not green. It was not a green signal for me, right? Oh, then things moved on. After around 30 days roughly, I got a mail from the same company that you are selected now. Tears started rolling over my legs. All my dreams started to come true. And all my efforts that I have put in for the past 2 months post the graduation have started becoming true now. Make the hay when the sun shines. If you snooze, you lose. See, opportunity knocks doors many times. Many times it comes and says, tuck, 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 it knocks the door. But you have to hear that and say, yes, it is my opportunity, I have to take it. The opportunity before you is to become an efficient speaker. Toastmasters is a brilliant platform to do it. Here, you get analyzed for everything you want. Just imagine, can a Dhoni hit a helicopter shot of every ball? No. But given a chance, he will definitely execute it to the fullest extent possible. So he needs to prepare for it. He needs to every day prepare for the shots to come. Had I not prepared for the 2 months before, 2 months after my graduation, had I not prepared for the 2 hours before the interview, I would not have got selected. Luck, opportunity, chance are the LOC of your life. They will let you know what are your boundaries. Let you decide what is the success in you. You decide what is the failure in you. You decide what is the LOC in you. Thank you, and over to the Toastmaster today.
That was a lovely speech, Toastmaster Dilip.
Thank you so much.
Our third speaker, Toastmaster Rita, is giving her L4P2 speech of Path's dynamic leadership. TM Sharon is the evaluator of her speech. I call upon Toastmaster Sharon to read the objectives of Rita's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Sharon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati. The purpose of this speech is to practice a change management plan and to share some aspects of change management plan with the audience. I'm sure, Toastmaster Rita, this will be a cakewalk for you, and best of luck.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharon. Now, welcome Toastmaster Rita to present her speech.
How much time does she have?
Am I audible?
Once, yeah, she has 5 to 7 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes, Toastmaster Snehal.
Thank you.
The length of the speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you.
Sure. Toastmaster Rita, could you confirm your audio and video?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Also, could you confirm that you see the timer cards?
Yeah. Yes, I can see.
Great. So, Toastmaster Rita, the topic for today is change management. Change management. Over to you, Toastmaster Rita.
Change is hard at start. Change is a messy in the middle, and change is gorgeous at the top. Change is an integral part of our human evolution. You can consider an example. What we use today is a smartphone. Was a landline phone decade before, and we all know the benefits of using a smartphone. But yes, was it a very easy journey to transform this? No, the American engineer Cooper invented this smartphone, and the goal setting to convert anything should be a smart it is listed in that word only. Smart should be like, it should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. But do you think that this journey is very easy? No, not at all. So to walk on this path, walking on this path, I'm sharing my own experience of public speaking. So back in 2019, I realized that I'm a very shy person when we speak in meetings, and I decided to transform this and improve my public speaking skills. So I decided a goal to be a TEDx speaker. So goal is very big, and I was at 0. But the day when I defined this in the meeting that I'm going to be a TEDx speaker, my buddy Sangeeta Gauri Shankar, who is a Toastmaster, she pulled me in the Toastmasters International platform, and I was second day I was in the meeting as a guest in the Charismatic Toastmaster Club, and I never forget that warm welcome which I received there by Pinky Behrus and my fellow Toastmasters. Unfortunately, I was a table topic speaker that day, and I don't have any idea that I'm going to speak that. But I was very thrilled after meeting, and very second day, I was a member of that club. Now my journey started for public speaking. So journey is very interesting that in initial meeting, I don't understand anything, but I slowly started to taking an auxiliary role of timer, counter, tally counter. And then I understood the structure of this meetings, and everyone support here to speak. Even you are blank for some time, you are everyone support you to speak. So this is the best part. And after completing first membership, in second membership, I got a mentor, Sneha ma'am, Toastmaster Sneha ma'am. She encouraged me a lot, and my pathway journey started from there. So I was not aware about the pathways, but out of 11 pathway, I selected pathway of dynamic leadership. So again, here is a twist. Like when I started my journey of dynamic leadership, each level is telling a different stories that how we should be in the corporate world and how should be good at our skills, soft skill, hard skills. So again, I started taking a main role of TMoD, main role of evaluator, which are not easy. For TMoD, I let me tell you, I spent whole day that to present me in that meeting, and I was able to do that. But at the end of the meeting, it was very happy feeling that I could able to do that. And slowly, I started coming out of that shyness, and appreciation by my Toastmaster Club members has played a very big role in this. And I will tell you the takeaways what I received from the Toastmasters journey is the constructive discussions happens here. So the constructive discussion should be a part of meeting. And the moments of truth. This meeting, I think, very important for the continual improvement of club as well as any member of the club. And third thing is all fellow Toastmasters are ready to help when you are feeling down. Then also they are there for taking you to the up level. Now, let me tell you this, how was my feeling walking through this journey? So initially I was in very fear. Initially my speech of icebreaker is, I literally read that script, but I was a winner at that day. Like this, I have level 3 of dynamic leadership, and this pathway is not easy, and it will take another 6 months to complete this. But I will tell you that after this, I started speaking in my meetings. I started participating with the discussions. I started taking a constructive criticism in a positive way and started improving a lot. So it taught me the corporate culture, how it is, and to develop me as my soft skill, hard skill, and more importantly, human skill. So this is how my journey was. And I wish that every student, when he pass out from the college, he entering in the career. So this is what I want to give message to all of you. And finally, I will share one example that Abdul Kalam at age of 23, he decided to be a pilot. But so he learned aeronautical engineering, but unfortunately he was not selected. But then after, when he was a vice president, he was a supreme commander, and he asked to chief of air staff that he wanted to learn flying. That chief told him that he will give him a training for 6 months, and after taking a training for 6 months, he could able to fly Su-30. So the message is dreams transform, transformation results into action. So dream big and take action. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rita. That was a wonderful speech. Now moving on to our fourth speaker for the day. Our fourth speaker is Toastmaster Sesh. He is giving his L4P2 speech of Path Presentation Mastery. Toastmaster Geet is the evaluator of his speech. I call upon Toastmaster Geet to read the objectives of Sesh's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Geet.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon to all the fellow members and Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Swati. My target speaker, Toastmaster Sesh, is, of course, as Toastmaster Swati said, is attempting his L4P2. Now, L4 level 4 is of a pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a plan. After developing a plan, building a team according to that plan and fulfilling the plan with the help of his team. So the member has committed a great deal of time building a team and developing a plan and project for that. So I think it wasn't a cakewalk. He needed to put a lot of effort to complete this project, and the project 2, in which he has to share his experience and what he learned while producing this project. So I wish you all the best, Toastmaster Sesh, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Geet. Could you also specify the timing for the speech?
Yes, timer, please know the timing is 5 to 7 minutes.
Got it. Now I welcome Toastmaster Sesh to present his speech. But before that, I would request him to check his audio and video and also confirm if timer cards are visible to him.
Hello, am I audible and visible? I am not able to see the timer cards.
I think that is because you've shared your screen.
Let me pin the timer.
Yes. Timer Snehil, would it be possible for you to display the timer cards as a virtual background?
I'm not sure how to do that. I didn't get your instruction on how to do that. Can you please explain?
Toastmaster Snail,
yeah.
You just need to go to caption option, and there you click on the option of add background and effects.
Caption.
There is an option of
captions.
You go to caption settings.
Okay, I'm in the settings.
Then select background and effects.
Background and effects, okay.
And then there is a plus sign at the right side of the
add image.
Yeah, okay. add the image of this division name area M3 speakers community, and then you will able to change.
I'll just interrupt for a moment. Toastmaster Snehil, as guided by Toastmaster Sanjeev, click on plus button and add all the 3 color cards.
Okay, let me download those first.
Oh yeah, you can download.
Just a sec.
I think that will be like right now, we are short on time. Snehil, can you just type it in the chat instead?
I'll do that.
You can be ready the next time. Thank you.
I'll do that.
To you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kalpana. So, Toastmaster Sesh, your topic, Agnel's 300th meeting. Agnel's 300th meeting, Toastmasters Sesh. Over to you.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes,
am
you
I
are.
audible?
Yes, you are
Okay.
both audible and visible.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I will be presenting on the topic Agnel's 300 meeting, where I had to take up the leadership role of a convener and to perform this whole milestone meeting. Before taking up this role, what I thought a convener has to do was to give a thank you speech at the end of a milestone meeting and say, thank you all for being a part of this meeting. Thank you this, thank you that. And that's it. It was a cakewalk. That's what I thought. But then on, when I took this opportunity, I realized that this is not a cakewalk. Any leader who wants to develop his leadership skills has to take these small opportunities as much as possible to develop his skills. And that's what I did. Moving on, I thought that before becoming the convener, I thought, let's understand the role, what actually is needed that a convener has to do. And I got some various value points from the previous conveners of various events that I had, I was in touch with. And I realized that everything that happens in a 2-hour meeting, everything from before the meeting to the meeting, the agenda, even after the meeting, convener has to do all the job. So what should a convener do in such cases? It is to build teams, various teams. I remember I had 4 teams. One was a finance team who used to manage not just the food, but the venue. Then I had a PR team. I also had a team that was the XCOM who decided who we had a discussion every day and discussed on how things should go on in the on the actual day of the meeting. That was on 21st Jan 2023. There was one more team that was the role players. It was necessary that the convener decide in discussion with the role players, the theme, the agenda, the keynote speaker, as well as the games and fun activities planned as it was a milestone meeting. And I decided that let us create different teams where I will just ask in the group who all want to volunteer. And I got a massive response of more than 20 people who were interested to become PR buddies, who were interested in financing for the food team, as in being a part of the food committee. Some were interested in part of being the venue committee, and some even wanted to be the role players. I was very happy, and I thought that this, as of now, if I have created the teams, it will be easy for me to move on and proceed ahead. But then I realized that creating an agenda was so difficult. On the day on 1st Jan, we decided and discussed and finalized our keynote speakers and the master of ceremony. That's where I realized that the meeting theme, the meeting agenda is so important. We were not able to finalize on the meeting theme, even the role players, because it was a fun event. We should have game masters and all. And we had a continuous discussion, not only with the XCOM, but also with the role players. That's when I realized, as a leader, the main job that I have to do is to communicate. Constant communication is key on deciding what is key for the agenda, what is key for being able to manage the finance. That's how we were able to do the whole event successfully. I also had a discussion with the XCOM on should we increase the budget that was provided, because it's a milestone meeting and Agnes was completing 10 years of being Toastmasters. And we had this up and down moments where we had to increase the budget. We had to reduce the budget, and that is how I learned that resource management is so useful. We were able to negotiate with the venue for the venue as well as for the food, and I was able to do that because there was a dedicated team served just for this purpose. Coming on to the next point, that was during the meeting and before the meeting for the members who were able to come to the meeting. That was because of the PR team. I realized that PR plays an important role. Save the date poster, introduction of MOC, introduction of the keynote speaker, and the special thing, that is the dress code. What is the dress code for the meeting? These are some points that are highlighted, and maybe that brings the guests as well as the members of the club to join a meeting. I remember this special meme that we had created to get more audience connect. That was, Agnes 300 meeting will be sensational. Tell me something that I don't know. We got a huge response for this same event. Then we created an agenda. We had a discussion on what to do, PR activities, deadlines. It was all my duty to responsibility to discuss on what all aspects to be taken into consideration. This is the key team that was required for the entire event that happened. There were some issues that I would like to highlight, and these were the communication gaps between role players, myself, and the team, which was given this opportunity to do. And we also discussed on what all things can be improved just after the meeting. And that's when I realized that managing the budget, then having a constant discussion with the briefing of the role players was key in such events. And we were able to sort these issues out just before the meeting. After the meeting, we also took a feedback from various members, guests, and we also had invited founder members of our club, and it was a success. The key takeaways that I would highlight as being the leader was delegating tasks was a key thing for this event to take place. Creating 4 teams is not just the task of the convener. It has to be a constant communication between these people to realize what is important. And that's how we were able to do our 300 meetings successfully. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sesh. That was a wonderful speech. Now, I would like to thank all the speakers. You really gave some wonderful speeches here. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Snehil, who's our timer for the day, to share the timer report.
Yeah. Thank you, Swati. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Swati. So all timers were within the time limits. None have been disqualified. Toastmaster Tejashri took 4 minutes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Dilip took 6 minutes 36 seconds. Toastmaster Rita took 7 minutes 10 seconds. And Toastmaster Sesh took 6 minutes 10 seconds.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. So as advised by distinguished Toastmaster Lancy, we will be having a poll for the speakers just now. So Zoom Master Monica, I would request you to put up the poll screen for the best speaker.
Can you see the launch poll?
I can only see the results.
No, that's okay. The timer, because you're a co-host. So all those who are co-host may be speaking the result. So please do refrain from putting your votes, those who are co-hosts. All right. Yes, it is done. We will be announcing the results when it is time to announce other results. You may continue, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much. So now back to the theme of the day. Now let's talk about what each color indicates in terms of your personality type and when should we wear them. I'll start with the color red. If you are a natural leader, have a vision for your future, and live an action-oriented life, just like James Bond or Indiana Jones, then you are a red. Red expresses confidence. It is intense, and a person who wears red feels dominant. Hence, red should be worn by people who lack competitive spirit but want to come across as confident. Moving on to the next color, which is yellow. If great verbal skills, good old-fashioned charisma, and a love of social events describe you, you have a yellow personality. Yellow is cheerful, funny, and attracts attention. So if you aren't a social animal, but want to come across as equally cheerful, go for yellow. The next color is green. The green individual is stable and collaborative with a quiet confidence. If you are a green, you are a person of few words, but when you speak, people listen to you. You are kind, patient, relaxed, and non-judgmental. So if you are hyperactive and struggle with judgmental thinking, you should wear the color green. Our next color is black. Black is the color of power and authority. In fashion, it is trendy as it makes people optically thinner. It is elegant and timeless. So if you want to come across as a powerful personality, but also elegant at the same time, then black is your color. Our last color for today is the color blue. Blue is quiet and calming, just like the ocean and the sky. If you are a blue, you love working for perfection in whatever you do. It also symbolizes loyalty, hence recommended to be worn to job interviews. Blue clothes should be worn by people who need peace and relaxation. Before we hear what our tag team thinks their true colors are, let's begin with the next segment, table topics. I call upon Toastmaster Paresh to address the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Paresh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Day, Swati. So, welcome everyone and good afternoon. So, my name is Paresh Ram Desai, and I am table topics master for the day. So, once again, good afternoon to all fellow Toastmasters and guests. This is an impromptu speech session, okay, and one of my favorites because this is something which challenges you to bring out your best, or basically put yourself into something which is called as an acid test. That is what I feel. So anybody who is planning to do something in the public speaking arena, I think has to go through this. And I encourage each and every one of you to come forward and go for this table topics session. Okay, this is an interesting session which will give you a chance to not only Toastmasters but also guests to sharpen their listening, thinking, organizing, and speech delivery skills. For table topics, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. Green screen will be shown at 1 minute. Yellow screen will be shown at 1.5 minutes, means 1 minute 30 seconds, and red one at 2 minutes. A grace period of 30 seconds is given to qualify for the word. The speaker has to speak for a minimum of 1 minute to qualify for the voting. Okay, optionally, yeah, that's right. So all speakers are requested to use the phrase cakewalk. Okay, I'm sure that table topics is not a cakewalk at all, especially someone who is just starting into the market. But this is something which every one of you should be attending this. It is my personal favorite, and I try to attend it whenever I'm attending any meeting of the table of the Toastmasters. Okay, so now let us begin the session. Can I call for the timer report? And sorry, timer I've already given. So can I have the first volunteer for the day? Can first member come, and then we'll invite the guests.
I would like to suggest Toastmaster Santosh name over here. Toastmaster Santosh, are you still here?
Toastmaster Santosh, are you there? Anyone else?
I think we can pull in Toastmaster Rajendra.
Yes. Toastmaster Rajendra.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So Toastmaster Rajendra, you have got a very, very interesting topic. So the topic for you is, if I get access to the black hole, Toastmaster Rajendra, if I get access to the black hole, Toastmaster Rajendra.
If I get access to the black hole, I'm very sure it will be a cakewalk. Simply because I will not be able to see eye to eye thereafter to any one of you. The black hole is supposed to sink in anything and everything out here. And if I at all get access to the black hole, I'm sure what I'll try to do is that whatever bad things which I see in this world, whichever is the negative energy, I'll try to rechannel it, redirect it to the black hole, so that all the bad, all the thing which troubles us, at least in principle, will go in that black hole, and this world will be full of joy and enjoyment. Also, it's interesting that if there is access to a black hole, it means that there is superpower in my hand. But this is really bad thing. You know why? The power corrupts and absolute power corrupts. I'm sure not only me, but if anyone get access to that power solely with only himself or herself, he may think afterwards the God himself and will try to utilize that power for his or her own benefit. So it's good that I don't have access to the black hole. Over to you, Toastmaster or Table Topic Master Paresh.
Thank you, Toastmaster AD Rajendra Patil. That was a real nice attempt to it. And I'm sure each one of us would have lot of negative stuff which you can just dump it down the black hole, and it's going to be a great thing for the entire world. If you really find it, dump everything negative and then only positivity will remain. Okay, great. Thank you very much. So can we have the next speaker? I would request some of the guests to come forward. Believe me, as the first time I attended as a guest, I quickly jumped. I was the first person to raise my hand for a table topics session. So anyone who wants to become a great speaker, this is the beginning of the lovely life as a speaker. So can I have some guests for as a volunteer for this? Yes, anyone? Can I see any raise of hands? You can raise your hands. Possibly I can see you. Or you can just say it out, your name.
Let me help you here, Toastmaster Paresh. We have got guest Ashok and guest Vinay.
Okay.
I think anyone can be asked to participate.
Guest Ashok, would you like to participate? Go ahead. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yes, I guess I can participate.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, guest Ashok. Yes. So are you able to see the cards? White card, and you see? On it? Yes. Oh, great. Snails, yes. Right? Yeah. So that is the timer. You got time for 1 minute, 2 minutes, and maximum would be 2.5 minutes. Okay. So the topic which you have for today is life is a jigsaw puzzle. Guest Ashok. Guest Ashok. Life is a jigsaw puzzle.
Yes. Life is a jigsaw puzzle. So I guess the statement itself says a lot about it, because life is never certain, or life is never predictable. So sometimes, not sometimes, like many times, it will be on a very low point, and some good times it will be like we will be on the top of the world, and the very next point, like very next day, we'll be losing something out. Like we are on the top of the world, and the very next day some bad news will come. So this is what life is, and this is how it goes. So there is no fixed things, no fixed events. Only we have fixed is only people. So people around us are actually fixed. And yes, sometimes like there is interaction with new peoples that helps us to develop our skills, maybe any kind of skills, communicative or technical skills. So apart from this, like in the uh, in the in the topic, like life is a jigsaw puzzle. Certainly it is a jigsaw puzzle, and it is not at all a cakewalk that we say. That's what from my side, I guess.
Thank you, guest Ashok. That was a wonderful attempt, and you completed with the time, and you complied with the time requirement also. So great attempt, first attempt. I'm sure this if this was the first attempt, then you did pretty well for this. Yes, guys. So life is a jigsaw puzzle, and only towards the end you come to know that yes, whatever has happened till now was perfectly fine for me. My mother used to say that whatever happens for the best, and whatever bad things have happened, later on I found that yes, those were really good for me. Okay, and then as we go ahead with each and every day, the picture unfolds in front of us. So I would like to have one more guest as a volunteer. So guest Vinay, can we have you as a volunteer? Can I request you to come as a volunteer for the... Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, this is Vinay. I'm actually a Toastmaster. I just came here to see this
Yeah,
meeting.
I was
I'm from
hoping that
Agnel.
we'll see you here, Vinay. Yeah, DTM Vinay, he will come.
Okay, so is Shuchi a guest?
Hi, yes, I can try.
Okay, great. So would you like to attempt the table topic? Great. So I'm sure that you do well. Just go with the flow. Okay. So I'm going to give you a very easy topic. Okay, don't worry. So guest Shuchi, importance of failure. Importance of failure, guest Shuchi.
Oh my God. Okay. Just give me a second to collect my thoughts. Importance of failure. Can I combine two topics, if that's okay?
Very well.
All right. I think failures are crucial in life, because if we only succeed in life at every step that we take, and if it's an uphill, then we won't really get the thrill or joy of high moments of life. We don't have low moments. So failure, I think I see failure as a redirection to the path that we have chosen. Sometimes the path we choose is probably not the right path that we are supposed to go in or excel at. Example, I'd like to give. Many of us, I think, have had dreams wherein in childhood we wanted to become scientists or painters or anything. Like it was an open area, we could choose anything. But then at that point, I think we did not think of our abilities, our capabilities. Those were hidden, those were out there, which we could collect to move towards the path where we can excel. We only came to know about it as and when we chose the path, and when we came across a failure, that is when we redirected to another path. And that is how I feel failures are very important to reach towards our goals where we can excel, and to find out our passions and our capabilities where we can excel the most, I think. Thank you.
Congratulations, Suchi. That was a great attempt. And let me tell you, the second time you came, you sounded much more confident. The first time when you gave us introduce yourself, and now you'll find the difference within yourself. And that is the power of Toastmasters, right? We grow and we excel after every attempt. Okay, great. So congratulations. Can we have one more last speaker for the table topics? Okay, any guest? I would request one guest to come over, come in the front and take this opportunity. Yes, any suggestions? Or anyone else?
Yeah, Snehal has just raised his hand.
Snehal, you.
All right.
Yeah.
Snehal, your time will be managed by Monica.
Okay.
Nivedita has also raised her hand, but today we will be, okay, we will include Nivedita also, but post that we will be concluding as we have to move on.
Okay.
Or we can go on to
can,
Nivedita. It's okay. I
So
can
we
take
have
it
two
next time.
speakers. Yes, both of them have simultaneously raised their hands.
You can go with Snehal.
So quickly we can go in with Snail first and then later on Nivedita.
Yes.
So Snail.
Monica, please monitor his timing and put it in chat. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Snail, I don't have to tell you about the timer report. So,
Yes, sir. You don't.
So I want to remind you about that. So the topic for you is worst place you have been to, Toastmaster Snail. Toastmaster Snail, the worst place you have been to.
Thank you for that topic. We can look at places in multiple ways. Place can be a physical place, place can be a state of mind, place can be an experience. I can go on talking about each one of those, right? But I think what is more important is what I gained out of that. If we can just shift our perspective from feeling bad about a place, experience, state of mind that we've been to, from that point to what is it that I can do differently in my life so that I don't have to go back there. I think we'll be able to move on, we'll be able to live our life in a more regret-free way. Thinking about some of these experiences, I would say the time when I lost a really, really dear loved one. I think that is the memory, right? That comes to me, right? From that experience, what I learned was that these experiences are not, it just did not happen to me. It has happened to pretty much all of us over here. And what is important is to be resilient, to really get back to life, to enjoy, to live each moment of life to the fullest. And that is what I try to do. Given that learning, I think I have developed a new sense of appreciation for life. And that worst place in life, really, anytime I'm feeling low, anytime I'm feeling bad, anytime I'm feeling life is not a cakewalk, anytime I don't see eye to eye with somebody, I go back to that worst place for a second and then compare that with my present place. I instantly feel better, more encouraged and ready to go at life. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Desai.
Very well said, Toastmaster Snail. And not only the physical place, but you also included the mental space, which is the worst one, which you think. So great speech. Congratulations. So we have the final speaker for the day for the Toastmasters, for the table topics session, and that is Toastmaster Nivedita. So Toastmaster Nivedita, I'm sure you can see the timer's card. And the topic for you is, I don't know what I don't know. Toastmaster Nivedita, I don't know what I don't know.
I think that's the best thing. Because there are so many things, and how many things you will keep in your mind. Because at one stage when we are saying you should be a multitasker, you should be knowing everything. You are a marketeer, you are a strategist, you are this, you are that, you should know so many things. And then there are equal number of books where there are things like focus on one thing and then you complete, and there are examples how people use not used to pay attention to their mails, messages, and how they become the great scientists, authors. So now the question is what you want to be. So here, what I feel, maybe my personal opinion, I want to focus. I don't want to multitask. Many of my friends said, Nivedita, we have to call you to say that please read our messages. Oh, that's still okay. That's not a problem. But I just can't focus here. I'll see this also, I'll do this also, and I'll do this. Sorry. So which I don't know. I'm happy for that. At least I know what I'm doing. One thing I know very well. That at least I know what I'm doing. Rest is like Greek Latin for me. Like, thanks. Nice, interesting topic.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. So you went from I don't know to I don't know what I don't know to I know what I know, right? And that makes you much more comfortable, and you are really good in whatever you're doing right now, right? So you don't want to go into areas and do multitasking. So that was a very nice attempt, Toastmaster Nivedita. So now we have come to the end of the table topics session, and can I request the timer, Toastmaster Snail, to please come forward and give the timer report for the table topics.
Thank you, TM Paresh. All the speakers, I don't know about myself, but all others were well within the time limit. Toastmaster Rajendra spoke for 1 minute 39 seconds. Guest Ashok spoke for 1 minute 40 seconds. Guest Shuchi spoke for 1 minute 55 seconds. Toastmaster Nivedita spoke for 1 minute 25 seconds. And I don't know who was timing me.
I shall tell you. The time for the Toastmaster Snail is 2 minutes 21 seconds.
2 minutes. Okay, great.
Thank you.
So that means all of you are qualifying for the contest as a best speaker for the table topics session. So can I have can we have the vote for the best qualified speaker? Can you raise the what do you call that? Can you raise the
All right, let us have the poll for this one. No worries. Monica?
Yeah. Okay, so I suppose this is done. So with this, I hope all of you enjoyed today's table topic session and the challenging part in that. So with this, I hand over the meeting back to Toastmaster of the day, to Toastmaster Swati.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Paresh. That was really an interesting table topic session. Now, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Pratibha to host the membership drive. Now, a few words about Toastmaster Pratibha. A seasoned Toastmaster, she is the first woman president of BTM, the first woman area S3 director. She is recognized for net membership growth and highest clubs chartered in the area. And she was also the Toastmaster of the Year in 2017. We are pleased to have you here, Toastmaster Pratibha. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Swati, for that warm welcome. And now, fellow Toastmasters, good evening, friends. I would like everyone to open the videos, please. I welcome the three guests, guest Suchi, guest Ashok, and I also acknowledge the presence of distinguished Toastmaster Vinay, Toastmaster Rajendra, who is also our district officer, distinguished Toastmaster Vinay. Okay, so friends, please keep your videos on if possible, because it's really then I can tell, because my session, I'm not going to give any speech. I will answer and I will tell you about Toastmaster, what I know. Are you interested? Please raise your hands. Thank you, Mitali, for responding to my call. Yes, Anjali, Tejashri, Paresh, you all keep your videos on just for 15 minutes to know more about Toastmasters. Ashok, Shuchi, if at all there is no problem of this thing, keep your videos on or I will start. Now, let me start with what is Toastmasters. What is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is like a big, like a sea. It is having so many things in it that it is really difficult to tell you everything in this 15 minutes. But let me tell you the main important thing. It is Toastmasters is a non-profit organization having headquarters at US. This is the only global organization which is active for last 98 years. That means we are going to celebrate the century in 2024. Are you excited? Can you show me some digital reactions for this? An organization which is actively helping us for public speaking goals, and that too for more than 98 years. Who was the founder? Anyone can tell me the founder of Toastmasters?
Ralph Medley.
Ralph Medley.
Anyone?
Ralph Medley.
Okay, yeah, Nivedita, you are right. So congratulations, Nivedita. And I want to know, where was the first meeting of Toastmaster was held in US? Yes, seasoned Toastmaster, come forward.
It was on a garage.
No.
Basement.
Yes, Nivedita, Kalpana, Sherin.
Basement. It was held in a basement.
Yeah, basement. But basement of which famous organization? Anyone?
I think YMCA.
Yes, Tejashri, you are right. It was in the basement of YMCA. The first meeting was conducted in 1924. Now, founder Raj Medley wanted to train the aspirants in friendly atmosphere without pressure of judging, stress, and hence the local clubs were formed. Our club mission is, Kishore, can you repeat the club mission, please, with your video on? Sergeant at Arms Kishore.
Sure.
Yeah, just tell us the mission once more.
Just a moment.
So, mission of the Toastmaster Club. This is not a mission of whole organization. This is only for the local club. And the mission is, he will be reading it for us, which you read in the beginning.
Yeah.
You got it?
So yeah, the mission of the club is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Kishore. And friends, I'm going to ask you one question on this, whether our today's meeting was as per this mission or not, that you have to tell me after the session in the feedback form. Okay, So this mission itself says that it should be the positive, supporting atmosphere in which the public skills should be practiced. Now, there is no trainer or teacher in Toastmaster Club. There will not be any teacher, any trainer, but we have someone. Can you tell me who is it?
Mentor.
Thank you, thank you. Who's this, Monica or Kalpana?
Kalpana.
Yes, we don't have teacher, we don't have trainer, but we have mentors. Now, what these mentors do is mentors will help you whether your speech is as per the objective or how it will enhance the speech value. You know why? The reason is when you are giving 5 to 7 minutes, another 20 people are investing their time 5 to 7 minutes to listening to your speech. If the speech is not fulfilling the objectives of Toastmaster Club, then it will be a waste of time for both the parties, for the speaker and for the audience. And that is the reason. And this is the only quality, this is the only unique point of Toastmaster Club, where you will see the difference in different club meetings of different clubs. Every club has its own culture, has its own speeches. And who makes it? Can you tell me who is responsible for this?
Members.
You, members. Yes. Today, just like you guest Ashok, guest Shuchi, like you, Toastmaster Kishore was also guest in few, I think, if I am not wrong, maybe 2-3 meeting back, I was the TMoD, guest Snehil, who is the Toastmaster today. He was a guest in that meeting, right, Snehil? Snehil? So all these members, they also join as a guest and they become a Toastmaster. And afterwards, they invest their time, their efforts, their skills, and create beautiful crafted speeches, table topics, which will give you new area, out of box ideas to think about. And this is how the club helps us in the public speaking skills. Now, the fifth and last point about Toastmaster Club, the unique point is this is a self-paced program. It does not
We lost you, Pratibha. Can you hear us? Pratibha, we lost you. Pratibha?
Her video is hanged. She will, I think she has to rejoin.
Yeah, I'll just give her a call, I think.
There is problem bandwidth.
I think she will be joining in because she just got my call. So she's trying her best to join back.
Yeah, she will join in sometime.
You're on mute, Pratibha. You can unmute and speak. She has.
Should we, it's already 5:10, should we move on to
No, let us just give her one more chance and we will wait for her to take a decision and then we'll take it accordingly. Just give her some time. Toastmasters name. Today's meeting is till 5:45 as per the agenda. So let us give us some time. We only have general evaluation left.
Okay.
Yes, Pratibha. Pratibha, you're on mute. You can unmute and then speak.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now I will go it 1 minute. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we can hear you.
Monica, just mute me. My cell number Zoom.
Yes, you are on mute. You can go ahead.
Pratibha, you have frozen again from your laptop device. Unmute herself, please, Monica, and just tell her that she has frozen again from the laptop device.
Yes.
I think her phone connection is working fine. So
Yeah,
if she
that's what
could,
even I think. She can actually continue with her phone.
Hello.
Yeah, I think your phone is working
Okay.
better,
Yeah,
Pratibha.
yeah.
So
I
if
will
you
do
can-
that.
Yes, that
So-
would be better. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. What is Toastmaster? It's a learning platform for public speaking. It's a structured public speaking competencies through local clubs. A club should have minimum 20 members to form a club. Its educational resources is known as pathways, which is divided into 5 levels. I will be giving you a PPT set where you will find all 11 paths which are active in Toastmasters. And today you must have seen the prepared speeches. All these speeches were as per the pathways 11 paths. You have to select one path when you join Toastmasters. It's online, and this selection is maybe you can choose directly or based on the personality questionnaire. All these questions are work related, personality related. Just I will be saying that it is just like MBTI personality test. And I will be showing in chat about the pathways, 11 paths, and also the 5 levels. Conferences are there. Annual conference. This year, we are having our annual conference at Ahmedabad, where conferences introduce us the current trends in public speaking. Not only that, there will be our district level contest, which starts from club to area to division, and division to district. So whatever today you have seen the speeches like that, we have club contest, which at the final level is district contest. In this annual conference, we will be having all these contestants ready, and you will see that it's really, you are learning so many things with those 4 contests in the annual conference. Now, when you should join Toastmasters? Can anyone tell me when should you join Toastmaster? What is the ideal time? Can you hear me?
Immediately.
Yes,
April.
yes. There is no ideal time. It can be
Immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
Immediately.
April.
Not so. And anyone, one more chance I'm giving because I'm going short on time. So just tell me when you want to join Toastmaster Club. Guest Shuchi, guest Ashok, you have seen the half structure. You have not seen the evaluations yet. But if given a chance, when should you join? Is my question. Or those who have newly joined, they also can tell me. Okay. So let me tell you my observations. So when we join Toastmasters is during your college life, through college clubs, if the clubs are available in the college, or during your promotion or relearning the skills while handling the corporation portfolio. What happens whenever these performance appraisals come? Your boss will suggest, see, you are an introvert, you have to relearn these skills and you have to polish your skill for your best performance. And that time you feel okay, you go on Google, you search the Toastmasters near the find a club near me and all. You go and you just join. You like the structure because people are talking, they're nicely giving you new ideas. There is a mantra, there is a concluding speech, there is a table topics, evaluate everything. But you know what? It becomes just like joining a gym on 1st Jan. Anyone can tell me what happens if you join gym on 1st Jan?
We don't follow it through.
Yes. And why it is like that?
Because we are excited on 1st Jan more than necessary.
Exactly. And what happens is
we lose our confidence in the middle.
Yeah. And do you think those members who join the gym on 1st Jan, they are still going in the March on March 12th? Do you think they will attend the gym?
See, it's like the whatever promises we make to ourselves at the start of the year, we seldom follow it.
Exactly. Exactly. This is what I will put it in different ways. Where you should join your Toastmasters club only when your why is clear. Only your why. What are my public speaking goals? What I want to improve? What should I do? Which books should I read? How the club will benefit me? Is this the club which I am going to join? All these things, if you are getting satisfactory answers, then please join. Don't join just by seeing the other persons or because your friend is joining or because your husband is joining. No. Think about it that yes, this is going to help me, because joining a Toastmasters is not like joining any class. You have to invest your efforts. You have to invest your time. Not only that, you have to read the books. You have to listen to others. And you know what? A writer, I mean author or writer, is always a reader. Similarly, a speaker has to be a listener. How you will develop your listening skills? By attending the Toastmasters meeting. You have seen today we had grammarian, we had R counter, then even the evaluators also partly, they are good listeners. So am I audible? So when now it is very clear that when you should join the Toastmaster club. Any questions? Hello?
Yes, anybody has any queries or doubts and would like to clear it up, may ask Toastmasters Pratibha about it right now.
Okay, Kalpana, please ask how much time is remain, or I am overbound.
You can take for another 2 to 3 minutes. That's fine, okay, because we have only general evaluation left. And of course, certificate.
Okay, thank you. Who had the doubt? Can you please tell me what is the doubt?
Yeah, I am.
And please tell your name also, because I am on mobile.
Okay. So myself, Toastmaster Sanjay. I have newly joined the club.
Okay.
I am still exploring which project I should work upon regarding my plan.
Public.
Yeah. So and I will contact with my mentor, Toastmaster Kalpana.
You have already joined the Toastmasters, right?
Yeah.
But you are not very sure what you have to learn, right?
Means I am still deciding my plan of action. See how
no, it should be now. You have to do your plan of action should be regularly attend a meeting for first 2 months.
Okay.
Okay. Now you just see that are you getting any new ideas for your, first you will select your path. Once your path is selected, see, every path is having some specific competencies which is to be. This path selection is based on one questionnaire. That questionnaire will give you the idea, like what exactly you want to learn. And selecting a path will, your 50% worries will be cleared, doubts will be cleared there. Now, how you should go? So whenever you are listening to table topic, just write it down, all the word of the day, phrase of the day, make a diary just like a school student and see all the topics. Think about it. Can you talk on those topics? What I will tell, which is the experience I can tell, which is what is the thing that audience will like, because this is the opportunity you are getting for audience engagement. Believe me, these table topics, these prepared speeches will help you making the audience engage and making the audience interested in you. So every day, like in first few months, you have to work on your data bank. That means gather the ideas, gather the experience, gather the stories, everything, and listen to everything. Go to 2-3 other clubs, listen to all the speeches and say what you have got from it. What is in it for me is a famous phrase in Toastmasters we use. WIIIFN. What is in it for me? Always ask yourself this question whenever you are doing anything, because this is very helpful. I hope I have given the answer to your question.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? So my next point is how you will join for the new members, that is guest Ashok, guest Shuchi. How you will join the Toastmasters Club. Today you are in the meeting of speakers community. This club is just 3-year old. And you know the special unique points about this club? This club gives you special training, special educational resources on voice modulation, on presenting yourself. Not only that, we have few members who will conduct various type of educational sessions in the club during the Toastmasters meeting. So I really like this club because it gives me opportunity not only to learn new things, but to practice also in the same vicinity. How you will do the, what are the formalities, what are the payment thing will be told by Toastmaster Kalpana in the end if you are interested. But I hope that I have cleared many things about Toastmasters. Let me tell you one final point, that is beyond the club. What is the beyond the club? So beyond the club, this organization is organizational structure in such a way that few clubs, when they are together, they are known as the area. You must have seen our area director is visiting today to our club. Why he is visiting? He is visiting to see the integrity of Toastmasters program, whether the meetings are conducted properly, what are the things, whether the members are coming, are they open, or are they as per the Toastmasters program, and then this report will go to the Toastmasters International. So like this, there are 4 levels, that is area level, district division level, and district level. Everywhere district officers are there, and they always help us to grow our club, even from the Toastmasters point of view, also from the members point of view. With this, I think I have completed my orientation program. If you have any doubt, anytime you can ask me. For supporting of these information, I would like to give you some PPTs, some PDFs. So I will ask Toastmaster Monica or Toastmaster Kalpana to please share the Toastmaster magazine with the guests and the new members. And friends, I will also request you to go through the champion speeches. These are the world champions of Toastmasters of public speaking, which are promoted from the club level contest to international level contest. And you can hear them, you can see them what is the similarity which you have attended today, the session in a club, that and the international winning speech. You can see the similarity, you can see the difference, and you can learn much more from them. With this, I will request Kalpana or Monica to please download all about Toastmaster information PDF, and also I think Find Your Voice also you can share with them. And members, if you are interested to know more, please connect with Kalpana or Monica or Sherin. These are three founder members of these clubs. So they were the why founding members. That is when the club was chartered, they have taken their membership. Let me ask Kalpana, please share your views why you joined Toastmasters and how are you finding it after joining. Over to you, Toastmaster Kalpana.
Thank you so much, Pratibha. There are many segments actually, if you look at Toastmasters that actually groom us as a better public speaker and a better communicator, as a better at listening skills also. But my takeaway, my grooming that I have looked into is a win-win-win-win-win situation. That is becoming a mentor. It helps me to touch the lives of those who are struggling to master public speaking. And why is it win-win? It is great to see my mentees bloom, and the satisfaction of turning them into leader helps my communication, because each mentee is different and each mentee is looking for something that will actually resonate or help them sharpen their skills according to their strengths and weaknesses. So yes, it is always a mentor for me. Over to you, Toastmaster Pratibha.
Thank you, Kalpana, for that insightful response. What I would like to tell the guest is, see how Kalpana mentioned specifically about mentors. We have Pathways Mentorship Program module. This module develops the best mentors, and this mentorship will be helpful to you in your professional life also. Not only that, even when in the family, when we are dealing with children, with their studies, with their problems, with their doubts and all, this mentorship program is very useful. So please go through once to our TI. TI is a Toastmaster International website, and just read about everything. Now I would like to ask Sherin. Sherin, what was your goal for joining the Toastmasters? Over to you, Sherin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratibha. I was eager that you would ask me this question. So I joined Toastmasters not just for the public speaking platform, but because it also teaches you leadership skills. I've been in the XCOM for almost 2.5 years, and it has taught me leadership skills like public decision making. It has taught me delegation, coaching, problem solving, and especially emotional IQ. You're just seeing your members on an online platform, and you won't understand what their emotions are. But it has also taught me that aspect. So these are the things that I've gained from Toastmasters, and apart from this, this evaluations from senior Toastmasters have also helped me understand my shortcomings. People are in the real world scenario hesitant in giving you feedback. Here, everyone wants you to grow, and the feedbacks are genuine and honest. These are the things that has helped me join Toastmasters, Toastmaster Pratibha. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Sherin. You gave me one more point to think about. Yes, friends, as Sherin said, it is true. What feedback you get in your offices? Yeah, it was good. What you are saying is better, good. It's good, it's better, it's best. But do they tell you how to enhance the value or how to make it even better? No, that you will get only in Toastmasters. And do you think the feedback which we get, like, yeah, it is good, will help you in anywhere? No. But why they're saying like that? Just because you should not feel bad. But here in Toastmasters, I will tell you how to enhance, because like you, I am also a learner. This is a learning platform. If I will not tell you here, then you tell me where you are going to learn. So that is why a very good point, Sherin. And I will say to all our members today to one big hand clap for Sherin. She is the one who made our this poster for the meeting, which you have seen on different platforms, social media platform, and today you are attending the meeting. So thank you, Sherin, for your active participation. Now I will ask our Zoom master, our VP Education, and one in all. She is multitasker. She is wearing every hat. Sometimes she is timer, sometimes she is a Zoom master, sometimes she is VP Education, sometimes she is our mentor. So Monica, I want to ask you, what is that one change you can tell me after joining the Toastmasters?
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratibha. I would like to tell you the point I learned here. Actually, I learned to overcome my weakness, that is the communication skill. And today you can see that I become the multitasking person. And I got touch with very excellent people here. And because of that, I learned the networking, also the time management. It is the most important skill in today's generation to handle many things at the same time. And it's my gratitude that very big thank you to Toastmaster for giving me such an opportunity to learn the time management skill and the networking. Also, also the most important thing, that the listening skill. There is a quote that listen more and speak less. You need the patience. I learned that skill here, and it is very much helpful in daily life.
Okay,
So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. I really liked your answer. It was based on your personal experience. Now, my final question to one of the speakers. Just tell me who is ready for the answer. One question to out of the four. Saisha, are you there? Toastmaster Saisha, who told us about the 300th meeting. Are you there?
I don't think. I think he has left. Toastmaster Sesha.
He's there.
Oh,
He's there on a mute, yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me?
But Toastmaster Toastmaster
Is he
Dilip
there?
has raised his hand. Toastmaster Saish is on mute.
So who is there?
Toastmaster Dilip has raised his hand.
Okay,
So
Toastmaster Dilip. What happens when you miss one or two meetings of Toastmaster Club, which is your home club? And you tell us about your home club also, the name.
Yeah,
Dilip,
hi.
over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, TM Pratibha. That was a wonderful question. I have joined Toastmasters a year back, and there were only 2 meetings I have missed. One is on my birthday and second is on my marriage day. That is the 2 instances. I both have fallen on Saturday. I have missed both the instances. The one thing, when we missed, I belong to Mulund Toastmasters Club from Mumbai. What happens is, it is very adjacent to my home. I can just walk down from my home. When we miss Toastmasters Club, I find Toastmasters Club is very refreshing for the entire week. So whenever I miss the Toastmasters, I feel that week is very disappointing to me, or something I haven't learned. That is one place where within a span of 1 year, I have excelled a lot in my professional life as well. I have developed a lot of how to present before the management, how to indeed, it is nothing but a confidence booster for you. You can just simply get into a stage, rock on the stage, and you can steal your show. That is my take on this. Thank you.
Wow, Dilip, you just told my own words. Believe me, I'm a Toastmaster for last 10 years. My home club is Bombay Toastmasters, and it meets on every second and fourth Saturday. So first, like I used to feel guilty that yes, I have to miss something. But today, all my friends, family member, they just keep second and fourth Saturday away for any appointment because they know that I am not going to be there. I will be at BTM. And you ask my BTM members, we have few members, that it's the home club becomes a family after few meetings. And if you change your club, you will not get the same satisfaction like your home club. I just like this phrase of home club and the idea of home club. If I'm not going to BTM for more than 15 minutes, I so just get restless. And then again, I call everyone to some other club and we are again in a group of Bombay Toastmasters. So thank you to all these Toastmasters. With this, I would like to conclude my session. And I would like to request Monica to please give that feedback form so that they will give us their feedback. And thank you very much, everyone, whoever is participated and they gave their genuine, real experience. I really loved it. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Swati. Over to you. Sorry if I'm delayed by 5 minutes.
No problem there, Toastmaster Pratibha. Loved every bit of it. I believe after that insightful session, I would definitely hop onto the Toastmaster bandwagon. Now, moving on to our third session for today, the last session, the evaluation session. I now hand over the charge to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Rajan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. This is Rajan Verma, and I am the general evaluator today. And as part of my role, I would be dividing this evaluation into 3 sessions. One is prepared speeches evaluation. Second would be tag, that is the timer, counter, and grammarian holder report. And finally, the overall evaluation. So starting with the speech evaluation first, may I call upon Toastmaster Anjali, who is the speech evaluator for Toastmaster Tejaswani. Toastmaster Anjali, please.
Good evening, all Toastmasters and guests. So first of all, I congratulate Toastmaster Tejashree for completing her icebreaker speech. To evaluate her speech, the beginning was smooth and you were so calm while talking with us. It was like you are just, chatting with us instead of giving your first icebreaker speech. It seemed like a cakewalk for you. The storytelling of a girl who got mocked in school for being fat, and that girl was getting stressed because of this, took me back to my school days where I can see and feel your pain eye to eye with you. Later, to overcome your fear, your mother guided you and you focused on positives. That was commendable. And at very young age, you were adapting this in your life was really amazing. You never then looked back and started your journey with the strong and positive mindset and successfully completed your educational qualifications. It is very amazing to hear that you have started your own school. Wow, I congratulate. It is really awesome move. I would say the structure of your speech was really well crafted and it was up to the mark. You connected each and every aspect of your journey, and there was a calmness in your speech and your voice. I would have few suggestions for you to make your speech more better and enhance it. It would add a brownie point to your speech if you can make it more, and you can make it more comfortable as you stand and speak, with which you'll automatically bring the hand gestures while you speak. Also try to deliver your speech with facial expressions and vocal variety that will help us to connect, and you'll grab the attention of guests as well as the participants. I hope you would incorporate these suggestions and continue bringing this kind of motivational stories for us. All the best for your future journey. Thank you, Toastmaster Tejashri.
Thank you,
Over to you,
Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Swati. Oh, sorry, General Evaluator,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Rajan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjali. May now I call Toastmaster Nivedita, who is the speech evaluator for Toastmaster Dilip. Toastmaster Nivedita.
Once again, a great afternoon or great evening to all, in particular to speaker Toastmaster Dilip. Chance is something unpredictably following you, whereas opportunity implies that there are good odds for you. And the best difference or the similarity we could hear today with a beautiful narrating a story. While I was listening, I couldn't imagine that it's just your second speech of level 1. You are totally into storytelling. You were making use of the space. You were trying to make it more animated with your gestures, vocal variations, so on and so forth. And the good part is you are trying to give us a details of it, how you have a different, how you have that advantage being from a shifted to different places and being very comfortable with different cultures, and that helps you, and how you have encashed that as your USP in the job. And I could sense that that excitement when you were waitlisting and when you were still shortlisted, that joy, you could give us that feeling, and it connected really well about me. So it is all in all, it's a beautiful story, and you have narrated also well. You defined why, how, and it was a good connect with to me. Now, how this great story make it to the next level? How you can do it? The first one I can see is your lighting, because see now you can see me or maybe the general evaluator Rajan or Sunil who are there on my screen very clearly. You can see my face, you can see my expression, how I'm doing. I could not see because now at least you are sitting. That time you were standing, you are moving. I want to know how you are expressing, how you were happy, how you were tense. Those was not you wanted, not part of your speech, but you were doing it. But I couldn't see that clearly. If you sit in the or stand in the right position of light, the light will fall on your face, not on this. Now also you are just half part is in the light, the 3/4 part is little on a darker side. That was one thing. And about the content, your story was an inspiring story. So when you did it, it was a really good example. But I wanted to know how you can tell me how to do it. Or a difference between that chance, opportunity, how to grab it. So if you are confident in that, it would have been a complete speech. All in all, it's a good speech. Well done. Keep it up. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. May I call upon Toastmaster Sharon, who is the speech evaluator for Toastmaster Richard. I'm sorry.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Rajan. And congratulations, Toastmaster Rita, on completing one more level successfully. The purpose of this speech was you to practice and share some aspects of change management, and we surely got the purpose which you creatively modified as self-change management. Right off the bat, I could see how warm as a person you are. We all have faced public speaking fear, and we instantly connected with you on that aspect. Now we have all developed warmth and fondness towards you. And the next one is you began with a quote, and Throughout the speech, you sprinkled little tidbits of knowledge, like how you explained the full form of SMART and some other examples as well. I'm sure we all have captured and enjoyed this refreshing information in the speech. These are some of the structural feedback, and moving on to the speech delivery feedback. You were standing, you had good hand gestures, and you had constant eye contact with the audience. This ensured that you made most out of this online platform. You also had good, wonderful speeches dotted throughout your speech. So examples dotted throughout your speech, and kudos to that. You have already given us a wonderful speech, but here are some few feedback from my side, which would polish your statue more. And here are my recommendations. One, you started off with a very great intro, from where you're coming from. And now what I wanted was where you're going to. You started from the past and you stopped in the present. I was curious of the future, as to what your thoughts are, what your plans are, what will be your next steps. This would have rounded off the speech very nicely. The second one is, from the speech, we had 2-3 takeaways. But my suggestion is for you to have one impactful takeaway. It would have imprinted the message in our minds. And one more thing that you could do is you can keep repeating the same sentence again and again, so as it could have been a hook line in the speech. In summary, you had a very good aura around you. You have delivered your speech wonderfully. You had definitely good at adding examples. Just concentrate more on speech structuring and takeaway, and I'm sure you are on your path to become a great TEDx speaker. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Raj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharon, and my apologies, Toastmaster Rita, for pronouncing your name incorrectly. Sorry for that. Next, may I announce, call upon Toastmaster Geet for speech evaluation of Toastmaster Sash.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Rajan. So, Toastmaster Sash, first of all, congratulations for finally completing the project 2 of level 4. Now, reaching to level 4 is not a cakewalk. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of dedication, because you have to keep pushing for at least 20 to 25 speech. So kudos to you for that. Now, what I really liked about this speech is, first thing is clarity. You shared your project, which is your purpose, how you did it, what you did it, and what you learned from it in 5 minutes. So I really like the clarity, because you delivered it in terms of a story. You were sharing your experience, and after sharing that experience, you were also sharing your takeaways, your realization, what you learned from that. So that really dives down, and that really helps us to learn from your experience. So it's really valuable for the audience. Second thing that I liked was the PPT. Now, being in the Toastmaster, I have seen a lot of people using a PPT in a speech. But what happens is that in PPT, there is a lot of information. So people are really confused. Should I hear to him or should I read that? But in your PPT, it was really clear. There were only 1 or 2 words on the slide, which is how it should be. Because after all, audience are there to hear you, not look at the screen. So I really like that you had very enough content which was only relevant to what you were saying. So kudos to you on that. Now, as Toastmaster Prabhita was talking about why and what is the motivation for every one of us to join Toastmasters. Now, I believe there is one ingredient, or you can say one common thing in terms of what we are here for. And I believe it is growth. Now, what is relevant? It is not relevant in terms of, it can be different for anybody else, but we are here to grow in some aspects or other aspects of our life. So what I would have done to take this speech to another level, first thing is opening. Whenever a Toastmaster of the day calls you up on the stage, so it is a clue that your time starts when you are on the stage. So you started by first of all asking them, okay, am I audible or not? So if you could have done it, if you have should have checked your mic and video before the meeting started. Why? Because just imagine, like I I believe every one of us here watches movie, maybe Netflix or something. So you have set the mood, you have switched off the light, and you are there to watch a movie. You just started, there is a movie's name on the screen, and there's a glitch, maybe a battery low or something. How would you feel? Distracted, right? The similar thing happens with the audience. So if you could have another way of opening just to grab their attention so that you can keep their attention throughout the timing. Second thing is the hand gestures. Yes, I know that we are in a Zoom setup and we are in a virtual setup, but still we are having an human interaction. Now, in your speech, I haven't seen your hand even a single time. Now, why is that important? Because if you look at what percent of communication depends on what percent of things, almost 30 to 40% of communication depends on your body language. So 30 to 40% of the things that people look for is not really what you are saying, is how you are saying and how you are acting. Now over here, it was only head that was talking. So no other body language visible. So if you can include few hand gestures, maybe because hand gestures can convey a lot of things like this, right? I'm not using the word, but you know what this means. So in a similar way, if you can include that in a further speech, it will really take it to another level. The third and the last thing is the vocal variety. You were sharing your experiences, and there were different experiences. Like there was a meeting which was going to happen in next week, but you don't have an agenda, and it's your 10th anniversary meeting. So it's a problem, right? Now, why it was a problem? You also shared that because of lack of communication. So a problem and a solution should be relatable. If I say like, hey, I got into an accident, now I'm okay. So what? So if you include those vocal variety and few pauses in between, that could enhance a lot of what you are saying. So all in all, great structure, perfect clarity. If you could include three things that I said, like opening, few hand gestures, and some vocal varieties in what you are saying, I believe you could have taken this speech to a whole another level. Thank you so much, and over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Rajan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geet. Can I have timer report, please?
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajan Verma. So Anjali spoke for more than 3 minutes. Toastmaster Anjali, but she was within the grace period. Toastmaster Nivedita spoke for 3 minutes 36 seconds, so she exceeded the grace period. Toastmaster Sharon limited her evaluation to 2 minutes 52 seconds, and Toastmaster Aditya spoke for more than 3 minutes 30 seconds. So we've got Toastmaster Anjali and Toastmaster Sharon who made it within the grace period.
So shall we have poll now or in the end for evaluation, speech evaluators?
Let's have the poll now. That's what we were told last time.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah.
General Evaluator Rajan, we can have the speech poll now.
Okay. So we have, I believe, two only who have qualified, Toastmaster Anjali and Toastmaster Sharon. I believe Toastmaster Nivedita exceeded the limit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Correct.
So we have only two who needs to be voted, either Toastmaster Anjali or Toastmaster Sharon. Toastmaster Monica, just let me know once the polling is done.
It is done.
Okay, thank you. So in the second session for the role holder report, may I invite Grammarian to present the report? Grammarian, please. Toastmaster Kalpana.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Rajan. Let me first begin with the word of the day. Cakewalk was used by Swati, Shireen, Saiz, Geet, Paresh, Rajendra, and Ashok. But the cake has been taken away by Rajendra, who used both word of the day as well as the phrase of the day. Let me just go through some very good English that I came across. Before that, I would like to look at the quotes. Quotes says, what was said was chance, luck, opportunity, and chance. Those three were repeated and was very good, though not as a quote, but as good English. Opportunity knocks the door. Luck, opportunity, and chance are three pillars of life. Change is hard at start, messy in the middle, but gorgeous at the top. And listen more and speak less were some of the quotes that were used by our members today. Let me very quickly go through the good English. Snows, something very hardly used in conversations, was used. Chubby, I have heard something called chubby after a very long time, and it brought to my mind a very chubby baby. So yes, I don't think I would agree with fat bimbo. I think it would have been very cute. Skeptical, USP in your life, miserable, charismatic, takeaways, action-oriented, and my favorite good English word today is acid test. Let me just come back to the bad English. It was congratulative instead of congratulations, probably spoken in a hurry. Very enough content? No, there should be enough content. Had a friendship. I had innumerable friends. There was no move. There were no other options. After I was 30 days, after 30 days, has started coming true now, started to materialize, or is true now. You decide your successes and failures of your life. You decide your successes and failures of your life. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I've written it should be in good English. Transform this, change this. I don't have any idea. Didn't have any idea. Initially, I didn't understand much. I didn't understand at all, or was not very clear in my understanding. It's the right English. Everyone supports you to help you speak. Everyone supports you to help you speak better. More better is the right English, not more better. Everyone supports you to speak better, not more better, because then that becomes a comparative. Let me just go to, he was asked, could able to fly, was able to fly, on the topic, present a topic. My duty to responsibility, my responsibility, my duty. About the meeting, that was saying it was a 300 meeting. Actually, it should be told as the 300th meeting or the landmark meeting number 300. Fixed things, fixed circumstances. He is having, it is having. Making the audience, that is in the context of the sentence, of course, making the audience engage. These stories will engage the audience, as what I found. The corrections that might have been needed. One very small and a very quick English tip. Whenever it comes to past tense, whenever we are saying a speech that is in complete past tense, be sure to say the correct forms of the words, and also the supporting verbs like is, was, and have, had. That will actually enhance your English. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator Rajan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana. May I request Toastmaster Mithali to present the counter report?
Thank you, Toastmaster. So, TMoD Swati is a say 3 times to A, and Snehil is 2 times to say A, and speaker 1 Tejshri more than 5 times to say to A, and General Evaluator Anjali is a say to more than 5 times. And Nivedita 3 times to say A, and speaker 3 is a more than 5 times to say A, and repeated again and I. And the Seisha is a more than 5 times to A, and repeat the some word. And over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mithali. So can we have polling for best role holders, please?
Sure. Toastmaster Monica. Toastmaster Monica. Yeah, thank you.
We're done with the phone.
Okay, thank you. At the last part, my evaluation for this meeting, I'll start with the meeting started on time, but over a period of time it was delayed, but I believe every minute of it was worth it. Everybody learned. Guests were introduced well. One suggestion, Zoom Master, when the speakers were there, if those can be spotlighted, I believe it would have been good. I'm not sure whether it was because of me who was not able to do it, or was it a general kind of everyone observed it? Because in other Zoom meetings, I've seen the speaker who is presenting or a role holder is presenting, that person is spotlighted so that people can see them. Sa Kishore, he opened well. All the directions were very clear. Do's and don'ts of good meeting was very nicely explained, and mission was well articulated. One of the things that we talk in our club is that in Toastmasters, we do not talk about sex, politics, and religion, and abstain during talking about these points. So I believe if this can be told explicitly, I think it will be good. Presiding officer, we can be fearless only if we fearless. I think that was a very powerful statement. And we all know that she's very dynamic and ever smiling Toastmaster Kalpana. Thanks for that. She mentioned about the club meeting all the targets and goals, and I'm sure everyone must be feeling proud for that. Another power statement, getting well dressed is halfway done to be fearless and it will give good presentation. She introduced area director Rajendra Patil, who I believe is a very humble and a pleasing personality. He mentioned good words about club and encouraged all to participate in that. She then introduced Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Swati, who explained the structure of a meeting well. She introduced theme and linking it with the festival of Holi. And she also talked about the linking the different colors with personality. I think it was a good thing for me, so I can decide which colors to wear now based on that. Thanks for that. Again, I've seen in certain clubs wherein I participated, like if you are introducing someone, either a speaker or a role holder, if you can give a brief background about them, maybe 1 or 2 lines, I think that would be really helpful. On coming to the speeches, Toastmaster Tejaswini, it was an icebreaker speech. To choose or not to choose, it was very good. She was, the only point is, it appeared to me a few times that she was reading from either paper or computer screen. So maybe if some natural things can be there in the speech, I think it will be good. Gestures and body language, there was a scope of improvement, smiling, but overall an amazing and inspiring journey. So second speaker, Toastmaster Dalip, change his life. It started with a question. I think that was a very good opening. He was standing, body language, gestures were there. The evaluator suggested to use smiley areas so that people can see the expressions as well. Obviously, it was a cakewalk speech. Toastmaster Rita, change management. She was standing, proper angle was there. It was a well-lit background, gestures and body language was there. Presentation was perfect. Again, it was a cakewalk for her. Toastmaster Sash, Agnes 300 meeting. There was some confusion in terms of how to present because the presentation was there, but overall it was handled well. Explained his experience of a convener and handling an event. Again, the same thing, a screen was occupied by timer and the spotlight on the speaker could have been better. Speech evaluation, I've been taught and I experienced that we talk about good feedback, and whenever there is a suggestion or recommendation, it is given, it is done in a very positive and a way which was done. It will be always helpful if we connect that speech with our own personal story. I think that will be helpful in connecting with the speech evaluation. And that's what I believe Toastmaster Anjali did. She connected her personal story with the Toastmaster Tejaswini's speech. So if others can also do it, I think it will be good. Overall, everyone gave a constructive feedback. Coming to table topic, it was a nicely conducted session by Toastmaster Paresh. I've seen in many meetings, always a good idea to tell the name of the speaker, topic, then topic and name, and which was exactly followed by a table topic master. So it was good. All the topics were thought-provoking and very interesting, and guests were encouraged to participate. Just a suggestion, timings was explained nicely, but that grace is only on the upper side. It's not on the lower side. So those are members who know that, but guests may not be knowing it. So minimum they have to be there for a minute. Toastmaster Rajendra, if I get access to black hole, very beautifully explained and used both word of the day and phrase of the day, very smoothly and convincingly presented. Guest Ashok, life is a jigsaw puzzle, cakewalk by him. Guest Sushi and Snehil, it was a nice presentation. Toastmaster Nivedita, I don't know what I don't know. Explain and deliver talk very aptly, linking it with the title. After that, we had Toastmaster Pratibha for a membership drive. I believe immediately she, like everyone was at ease. So she explained very nicely about Toastmaster, very interactive session. And it also brushed my knowledge about Toastmaster, when it started, where it started, and who was the founding member. So thanks for that, Toastmaster Pratibha. In terms of role holders report, grammarian, yes, she introduced the word of the day and phrase of the day, and which was easy to use. She presented nicely all the good usages and not so good usages. Again, based on my experience, I've seen that wherever there is a good usage of English, we tell the name of the speakers or evaluators who have used a good usage. If there is not so good usage, we don't name who have used that. So overall, there was a lot of energy during the meeting. Virtually everyone was clapping and participating, and overall a good session. So with this, I hand over to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Rajan, for that very detailed evaluation. I will now be touching upon our theme of the day. So our theme of the day was colors of personality, know your true color. So, I got to ask my tag team about what their personality types are. And this is what they told me, right? So Toastmaster Kalpana, she says she wears blue and adheres to the character projection, which means she is a perfectionist. Her aim to be perfect is the pain that she most grudgingly endures. Toastmaster Mitali is as yellow as a flower, and she tries to be happy. She never gives up in the face of any problem. Toastmaster Snehil, on the other hand, is green, as he is stable and collaborative with a quiet confidence. Understanding your personality type and the color which would help bring out your best self is very critical to propel you in the direction of success. Most humans are a blend of colors. You may have one dominant color, but you may also have certain subordinate colors. Identifying your dominant color would help you propel in the direction of success. So, have you found out your true color yet? With this, I hand over the meeting to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Kalpana, to address the vote of thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Swati. A huge round of applause to our Toastmaster of the day, who actually taught us the importance of true colors in our lives and how we can actually take advantage of it. Very soon, I would like to, before I conclude the meeting, there is one more poll that is of the role players remaining. Monica, could you kindly launch the poll for the best role player? Or is it the auxiliary? Yeah, the auxiliary role player. Okay, not the role player, I'm sorry. All right. Is that done, Monica? Yes. Thank you so much. With this, I'll request Monica to prepare the certificates. Let's know who the winners are for today's meeting. And please share your screen. In the meantime, Ashok, while she is readying the certificates, could you tell us your feedback as to what you thought about the meeting and what is your takeaway from today's meeting? Guest Ashok, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ashok. Yeah.
So my takeaway from today's meeting is like there is a open platform where I can like what I want to learn, and I'll be able to do that. And there are people who will be helping me in achieving my goal. So yeah, that's quite a feedback from me. I like many people like me may not be knowing of this platform, but yes, I have encountered with this one, so that is a good for me.
Thank you so much, Ashok, and I hope that you will take you let us know what you feel and whether it will be applicable to you. So yes, of course, not now. You take your time and do get back to us. Guest Shuchi, can I have some of your thoughts on what today's meeting is and what your takeaway was today, please?
Sure. Sorry, my voice is really gone.
No worries. I know.
Yeah, so I really liked, this is my first Toastmasters session that I've attended. And one thing that I really liked and which is really interesting about this is that there's feedback on feedback. So this is something I really enjoyed. Yes, like I really look forward to going ahead with this, and I'll probably attend more sessions and yeah, see and evaluate, and then probably.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Do so. Toastmaster allows you at least attendance as a guest twice before you take a decision. So yes, please do take your time and attend to know more. So thank you so much for that feedback. Toastmaster Kishore, is the certificates ready?
Yes.
All right, Toastmaster Kishore, if you can just share it, we can announce the winners.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing the Toastmaster Pratibha. I really owe you one. I have learned a lot about how I can also do an orientation program. And you were so diligent about it, so clear about it. You took us to the inception and you explained each and every segment of what a Toastmaster is in the given time of 15 to 20 minutes. And you were unfizzled, despite your having some technical glitch. Thank you. Zoom Master, kindly highlight Pratibha and take a photograph, please. Zoom Master. Zoom Master, highlight Pratibha, please.
Yes. Thank you, Kalpana.
Thank you, Pratibha. Thank you so much. A huge round of applause. A huge round of applause, because it was her baby when she told us to share each and every links and ensure that everybody knows Toastmasters 360 degrees, and none of the segments, including the magazines that are featured every month, is ever lost out to anyone who is aspiring to be a Toastmaster. Thank you so much. Shall we move on to the next ones, please? Toastmaster Kishore.
Thank you, Kalpana.
Thank you, Pratibha. The best table topics goes to Toastmaster Nivedita. Congratulations. Zoom Master, kindly highlight Toastmaster Nivedita and click a photograph. Toastmaster Nivedita, congratulations to you. Fantastic. At least this is something I do want to know, that Toastmaster Nivedita is a great table topic speaker. We move on to our next winner. Yes, Toastmaster Paresh.
She knows what she knows.
Absolutely. Oh, the best auxiliary role player goes to Toastmaster Kalpana. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. The best role player goes to Toastmaster Swati. Fantastic. You've taken it away. Let all the colors be like rainbow in your life. Zoom Master, kindly highlight Toastmaster Swati and take a photograph.
Thank you so much for this. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I think we have to have the best evaluators as remaining. Fantastic, Shireen. That's why I need you here. Congratulations, Shireen. Please highlight. You're on mute, Shireen. Don't be so much on mute. We don't want you to hear only through posters. We want you to hear you speak. Fantastic. Kindly have a photograph, Monica. Wonderfully done. And for the icebreaker speech, we presented to Toastmaster Dilip. Though you gave it here, I think we can put this. Toastmaster Dilip didn't do the icebreaker. It was Tejaswini. There has been an error, Toastmaster Shah. Yeah, I mean Toastmaster Kishore.
Yeah, I'll make changes in the.
Please do make the changes, but icebreaker, I think it is their club that will give them the icebreaker certificate. So Tejasvi, I think you're from Bombay Toastmasters, right?
The winner is Toastmaster Dilip. I have to update the certificate.
Beg your pardon?
The
It's the best speaker. Okay.
Best speaker.
Okay, the best speaker. I'm so sorry. All right. So actually, could you do it right now? Is it possible for you? You can just change it right there because I want him to be photographed. Yes, best speaker. Thank you so much. You can make that into Dilip. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kishore. Please highlight Toastmaster Dilip as the best speaker and a huge round of applause. I myself found also glued to your speech. All the speeches were interesting, but yours had that extra zing. And I think all of them have voted very well. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you. Any more certificates remaining, Toastmasters?
No.
Kishore, have I forgotten anything else? Thank
No.
you. With this and a heartfelt thanks to each and everyone who has made the meeting 94 of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club a memory, a good, great memory. With this, I close the 94th meeting of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.